We used to talk about everything. Now we barely speak at all. Every word feels heavier, like it might start a fall. We sit across the same old table, but it feels like miles. Your eyes avoid mine gently, like silence learned our style. We said we were just tired, said nothing was wrong, but quiet doesn't come this close unless it's been here long. Our silence grew between the lines, between your heart and mine. We didn't fight, we just withdrew. Your love didn't leave screaming. Our silence grew. We stopped sharing little things, stopped asking how the day went. We learned how to coexist, but not how to be present. I held back what I was feeling, so you wouldn't pull away. But holding everything inside just taught us how to fade. I waited for you to speak first. You waited too long. In that space between us, our silence grew. Our silence grew night by night, in unanswered looks and fading light. We stayed together, but it wasn't true. Yeah, nothing shattered. Our silence grew. Some endings grow quietly. Our silence grew until I knew staying quiet was losing you. I'll take the truth, I'll let it through. I won't live where love goes and mute our silence grew. Just two hearts learning what silence can do. Our silence grew. Nights are loud in memories, but mornings feel the worst. I wake up to a life that changed, and it still hurts. I go through all the motions, like I'm doing fine, but every hour without you feels like borrowed time. They say it gets easier, they say it fades, but no one talks about how the days behave. The days hurt more than the nights when I have to live with the loss in plain sight. I stay busy, I don't fall apart, but healing is slower when the days hurt. At night I can fall apart, let the tears run free, but daylight asks for strength. It demands more from me. I smile in conversations, I say I'm okay, but pretending costs more as the hours pass away. I thought time would numb the pain, thought I'd be fine, but grief doesn't follow rules or timelines. The days hurt when I'm awake, when there's no distraction from the ache. I don't scream, I don't fall apart, I just keep breathing while the days hurt. If healing is a journey, why does it feel this slow? If I'm moving forward, why do I feel so low? I don't wanna go back, I just want relief from carrying this load so visibly. The days hurt, but I'm still here, learning how to live through the fear. One day this pain will soften, one day it won't feel this sharp, but until then I'll keep going, even when the days hurt. No escape, no disguise, just strength learned one day at a time. The days hurt. I don't miss you like I used to, I don't reach out anymore. I just miss the way we laughed before it got hard. I walk past all the memories like they don't see me too, but every now and then it hits me, I miss who, not who you are now, not who I became. I miss the space between us before the change. I miss who we were back then when love felt easy, not a question mark. I don't want you back, I just want the truth. Yeah, I don't miss you, I miss who. I miss talking without thinking, miss staying up too late, miss believing every feeling would find its place. You're someone else now, and so am I too. But sometimes I still catch myself missing missing who? I don't replay the ending. I don't ask why. I just miss the moment before goodbye. Love is meant to grow. Why did it fade? If we were real, why couldn't it stay? I don't wanna rewind, I don't wanna pretend. I just miss who we were back then. I miss who, but I'm letting go of the version of us I don't know. I'll carry the good, release the blue. Small details in ways you never saw. I listened when you spoke in silence. I stayed through every flaw. You loved me when it was easy, when nothing asked too much. I loved you when it started hurting, when love acquired trust. I gave more than I should have. I know that now, but I didn't know how to love any other way. I loved deeper than you did. I fell harder than you let yourself in. I wasn't wrong, I just loved you. Yeah, I love deeper than you. I fought for what we could have been. You waited to be sure. I chose you every single day. You kept one foot at the door. I felt things long before you did. Saw endings in your eyes. I stayed believing love would grow. You stayed undecided. You said love shouldn't hurt like this, but love isn't meant to be shallow. And I never learned how to feel halfway. I love deeper without fear. I gave you all of me when you stayed unclear. I held on, you slipped through. Yeah, I love deeper than you. If loving deeply is a weakness, I'll still choose it again. I'd rather feel everything than feel nothing in the end. I don't regret the way I loved or how much it cost. I only regret thinking death would keep you close. I love deeper, and You were here just yesterday. Well, that's what I believe. Your arms felt like a promise I didn't know would leave. You said everything was fine, said nothing had changed. But I woke up in the silence, and your love was gone. You didn't want me, you didn't fight, you just stopped choosing me one quiet night. Your love vanished without a sound. No last words, no turning around. I kept reaching, but you were through. Yeah, your love vanished, and so did you. I replayed every moment, looking for the sign, wondering where I lost you. Somewhere in time, you still say you care for me, but not the way you did. And loving halfway hurts the most when you're still here. I try to hold the memory of what we used to be, but love can't live on echoes, or maybe it means your love vanished day by day. In missed calls and words you didn't say, I stood still, you moved through. Yeah, your love vanished, and I felt it too. If love was real, how did it fade? If I mattered, why didn't you stay? I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how it came. Some endings don't explode, they fade. Your love vanished, but I survived. I learned the truth on the other side. I won't chase what's already gone. I loved you fully, but your love vanished. No goodbye, no proof, just a heart learning how to live without you. Your love vanished. You were still holding my hand, but it didn't feel the same. Your eyes were kind, not loving, saying my name without blame. We shared the space, shared the days, but something vital was gone. I felt alone right next to you before you moved on. I tried to tell myself this was enough, but love shouldn't feel like this. Love without warmth. This was love without warmth. No fire, no spark, just habit in the daylight and distance in the dark. I stayed believing you'd feel it too, but I was freezing slowly in love without warmth. said love had changed its form, but caring shouldn't feel like standing in a storm. I kept lowering my needs so you wouldn't go, but love shouldn't ask you to be cold. This was love without warmth, day by day, smiles without comfort, words without letting on. You let it go. I stayed too long in love without warmth. If love is meant to keep you safe, why did I feel alone? If hearts were still connected, why did mine feel closed? I don't blame you for losing feeling, I blame how I stay. Some love doesn't hurt loudly, it chills and fades. This was love without warmth, but I survived. I learned how to choose myself and step outside. I won't beg for affection that doesn't return. I loved you honestly, but love without warmth burns. No flame, no storm, just two hearts that couldn't keep warm. Love without warmth. We talk like town on our side, like love had never been. We drew our future in the dark, said this would never end. Your hand felt sudden in my mind, your eyes said stay. I didn't know how fragile almost could be. We were standing at the doorway of something real, but fear and timing pulled us back before the seal. We were almost meant forever, so close it still hurts now. One wrong step, one soft hesitation, and we never found out how. I still feel you in the light. We never got together, yeah, we were almost meant forever. We loved in careful sentences, afraid to want too much. We kept our hearts half guarded, even when we felt the rush. You needed time, I needed truth. We needed more, but almost stood between us like a closed door. I stayed believing love would wait. You stayed unsure. Some things don't fall apart loudly, they pause. We were almost meant forever, but we stopped too soon. We let the doubt decide for us before the bloom. I don't regret the way we felt or how we tried to be. I just wish almost wasn't what we'd be. If love was real, why didn't we leave? If we both felt it, why didn't we keep? I don't blame you, I don't blame me. Some love lives best in what could be. We We were almost meant forever. No broken promise, no bitter end. Just a love that stood right at the edge. Almost meant forever. Almost meant forever. I waited with my phone face down, like hope would learn to breathe. Every hour stretched into one. You never reached. I told myself not to expect, not to need too much, but wanted you without being wanted. Drain my touch. I called it patience, I called it love, but waiting without being seen wasn't enough. I waited empty, night after night. I stayed awake with nothing inside. I gave you space, I gave you time, but all I learned was how it feels to wait empty. I sat with silence like a friend, learned all its moves. I answered fine without thinking, like I was used. You said you needed clarity, I gave you room, but every day you stayed unsure. I lost myself too. I thought holding back would save us, that love should wait. But love shouldn't feel like standing still while you fade. I waited empty in quiet hours. I held on as the feeling soured. You moved on, I stayed the same. Yeah, I waited empty and I paid the pain. If love is meant to meet you halfway, why was I alone? If I mattered like you said, why didn't it show? I don't hate you for not choosing me, I hate how long I stayed. Some hearts don't shatter suddenly, they drain. I waited empty, but now I see love shouldn't cost this much of me. I'll take my heart, I'll leave the room. I waited empty so I could finally move. No anger, no blame, just a heart too quiet, too long in the same place. I waited empty. We started out with all the answers, like nothing could go wrong. Every promise felt like shelter, every night felt long. But somewhere between the talking and the things we didn't say, the road we thought we were on began to fade. We weren't broken, we weren't faking. We just stopped knowing which turns to take. Love lost its way somewhere between us, not all at once, just slowly, just enough. We kept walking, but not the same. Yeah, nothing shattered, love lost its way. You were still calling me your home, but your heart felt far. I kept holding on to memories of who we were. We tried to move like nothing changed, like time would rearrange. But love doesn't follow maps once it strays. I felt the distance growing with every step we made. We weren't falling apart, we were just misplaced. Love lost its way in quiet nights and almost truths and half goodbyes. We didn't end, we didn't stay. Yeah, love didn't leave, it lost its way. If love is meant to guide us, why did we feel so lost? If we still cared at all, why did it cost? So much silence, so much space. Some hearts don't break loudly, they misplace. Love lost its way, but I'm still here, learning how to move forward without the fear. I remember what we were, not just the pain. We didn't fail at loving. Love lost its way. No blame, no shame, just two hearts on different roads. Love lost its way. We were fine just a moment ago, laughing like nothing could break. Then something small went unspoken and shifted the weight. You looked at your phone, I looked away, like timing was off by a beat. We didn't fall, we didn't crash, we just missed our feet. I felt it before I understood, before the silence hit. Some love doesn't end in goodbye, it slips. That's when we slipped right out of sync. 1 second sure, the next unsure of everything. We didn't mean to lose our grip, we just let let go a little bit. Yeah, there was a moment when we slipped. We kept talking like nothing changed, like closeness would come back around. But every word landed softer, like it was losing sound. I reached for you out of habit. You paused like you didn't know why. We stood there pretending nothing moved, or something passed us by. Deep inside I knew we weren't breaking loudly, we were slipping through. That's when we slipped, day by day, and almost in things we didn't say. We stayed together but lost the thread. Yeah, if love is timing, ours hesitated. If love is effort, ours waited. I don't blame you, I don't blame me. Some endings happen quietly. That's when we slip, but I survived. I learned to stand on my own side. And we were not just adrift. We didn't fail at loving. We slipped. No fall, no scream, just one small step missed in between. That's when we slip. Used to feel like tomorrow, like something I could touch. Now you live in quiet corners of moments I don't rush. I don't reach for you anymore, I don't say your name, but everything I want still feel the same. I didn't see the moment when us became before, when love stopped being present and turned into lore. You became memory, something far away, no longer part of my life, just something I replay. I don't hate the distance, I don't fight the truth. You're not who I wake up with. You became memory. I walk through days without you, like I've learned the pace. Start looking for your shadow in every phase. I don't ask what could have been, I don't rewind, but some nights still remind me you were mine. They say time changes everything, I think it teaches how to carry love without holding out. You became memory in songs I don't skip, in quiet drives and unspoken If it was strong, why didn't it stay? I don't blame you, I don't blame me. Some love isn't meant to last, it's meant to be. Nothing moved, but everything felt wrong. The air felt heavier than before. Your chair was still where you left it, but it wasn't yours anymore. The clock kept ticking like always. The lights stayed the same, but something disappeared the moment you walked away. I didn't hear a sound, didn't see a sign, but the silence shifted right in front of my eyes. The room changed when you were gone. Same wall, same floor, but nothing felt like home. I stood right there, felt it rearrange. Yeah, nothing broke, but the room changed. I try to sit where we used to, try to breathe it in, but even comfort felt unfamiliar, like it didn't let me in. Your life used to live in the corners, your warmth filled the space. Now every echo reminds me of what it replaced. They say places don't remember, but this one knows. It holds the shape of us, even after you go. If love can leave a footprint, why does it fade so fast? If this was just a moment, why does it feel like the past? I don't hate the silence, I hate what it became. A reminder that you left and the room changed. The room changed, but I'm still here, learning how to live with what disappeared. One day you won't feel this strange, one day I'll rearrange, but tonight I'm honest. The room changed. Same night, heart, noticing the room change. You were right beside me, but I couldn't feel your hand. Your eyes were somewhere else, trying not to land. You smiled when you talked to me, but it didn't reach your heart. I felt the space between us before it fell apart. I asked if you were okay. You said you were just tired, but love doesn't drift away unless it's already wired. You fell far, even when you stayed, like your heart had already walked away. I kept reaching, you stay still. Yeah, you were here, but you fell far. We talked about tomorrow like it wasn't slipping by. I kept holding on to us. You wouldn't try. Your voice lost its warmth, your touch lost its truth. I started missing you while I was still with you. You didn't say goodbye, you didn't make it clear. But love doesn't need words to disappear. You fell far in quiet ways, in missed moments, and things you didn't say. I stood close, but you were gone. Yeah, you fell far, all along. If love was still alive, why did it feel so thin? If I still mattered, why didn't you let me in? I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how it showed. Some hearts don't break loudly, they grow cold. You fell far, but I survived. I learned when to stop waiting and choose my life. I remember what we were without holding the blame. We didn't end in flames, you just fell far. No fight, no scar, just love growing distant. You fell far. We sit in the same old silence, like nothing's really changed. But I feel miles in the inches when you say my name. Your hand is close but hesitant, like it doesn't know where to be. I Started missing you right here, standing next to me. We don't argue, we don't shout, we just don't reach in. Love didn't leave all at once. It slipped into the space between your heart and mine. Grew wider with every line. We didn't break, we didn't scream, we just got lost in love. Space between. We talk about the weather, about anything but like saying last words somehow. Keep us safe enough. You look through me when I speak, like you're already gone. I'm still holding the question. Between what we were and what we are, I stayed hoping, but love went quiet in the space between. If love was still alive, why did it feel this thin? If we both cared at all, space between taught me this. Love needs more than closeness. I'll step out of the silence and choose to be seen. I won't disappear in the space between. The cracks with silence, called distance taking space. We kept moving through the damage without slowing down to face. Every fight was buried deeper, every truth stayed sealed. We kept saying time would fix it, but we never healed. We stay together out of habit, out of fear of being alone. But love can't grow in bandages that hide the broken bone. We never heal, we just survive, learn how to breathe side by side. We carry scars we couldn't feel. We didn't break loudly, but we never healed. But we never healed. stopped asking how I felt. I stopped telling you the truth. We learned how to keep the peace by losing you. We smiled in front of others like everything was fine. But pain doesn't disappear just because you lie. I thought holding on meant strength, thought staying proved I cared. But love isn't loyalty when it's scared. This much, if we still matter, why did we stop the touch? I don't blame you, I don't blame me. Some wounds need time we didn't give. We never healed, but now I see staying broken isn't love to me. I'll take the pain, I'll let it feel. I'd rather break honestly than never heal. No scream, no fight, just two hearts ignoring the signs we never heal. We never healed. The city goes quiet after midnight, like it's holding its breath. I walk the same streets we used to. Now I'm walking with regret. The lights don't feel like comfort, they just show what's gone. I didn't know how fast the warmth would leave when you moved on. I thought the dark would hide the pain, but it only made it clear. The love doesn't echo loudly when it disappears. It gets cold after midnight, when the memories wait, when there's nothing to distract me from the choices we made. I wrap myself in silence, but it cuts deeper still. Yeah, it's cold after midnight, and I feel you in the chill. I don't call you anymore, I don't say your name, but my heart still knows the hour when everything changed. I lie awake counting seconds, like time owes me rest, but the night keeps asking questions I can't answer yet. They say the night will pass and morning will come through, but some hours last forever when they're missing you. It gets cold after midnight in empty rooms, in the space where your voice used to move. I don't cry like I did before, but it hurts just as bad. after midnight, but I'm still here, learning how to sit with what I fear. One day this ache will soften, one day I'll sleep again, but tonight I'm honest. It's cold after midnight, no sign, the truth after midnight, after midnight. The room is quiet, but not enough. Your voice still fills the air. I catch myself turning around. You're standing there. I know you're gone, I know it's real, I know it's true. But every time the night slows down, I'm still hearing you. Not in words, not out loud, just in the spaces where you're not around. I'm still hearing you in the silence late at night, in the things I almost say before I change my mind. I don't call your name, I don't break through, but my heart keeps replaying. I'm still hearing you. I walk past places we once knew love, like nothing's changed at all. But memories don't need permission, they answer when I fall. I try to drown the echo, try something new, but every quiet moment brings me back to still hearing you. They say time should make it fade, that it'll disappear, but some voices don't grow distant, they stay near. I'm still hearing you in familiar songs, in conversations that don't last long. I smile like I'm moving on, like I'm finally through, but underneath the calm, I'm still hearing you. If love is over, why does it speak? If I'm healed, why do you reach? I don't want answers, I don't want proof, I just want the echo to loosen its hold on you. I'm still hearing you, but I'm learning to breathe through the quiet that's left with me. One day the sound will soften, one day it won't hurt too, but tonight I'll be honest, I'm still hearing you. No sound, no view, just a heart learning how to live without you. Still hearing you. as yesterday, like nothing was wrong. We talked about the future like we still belong. Then something shifted in your eyes, something I couldn't read. I felt the ground move under me before you did. You didn't say goodbye, you didn't explain. Love doesn't always leave loudly, sometimes it fades. You were fading without warning, right in front of me. One moment you were holding on, the next you couldn't feel. I was still believing while you were already gone. Yeah, you were fading without warning, and I didn't know how to hold on. I replay every conversation, looking for the sun, trying to understand the moment you changed your mind. You said nothing had happened, said you didn't know why, but love doesn't disappear overnight without a lie. I stay ready to fight for us, you stayed unsure. Some endings don't arrive broken, they arrive unsure. You were fading without warning, day by day. I felt the distance growing and everything you wouldn't say. I reached for your hand, you pulled away. Yeah, you were fading without warning, and I felt it too late. If love was still alive, why did it feel so thin? If I still mattered, why didn't you let me in? I don't hate you for losing feeling, I hate how fast it came. Some hearts don't fall apart, they change. You were fading without warning, but I survived. I learned how to stand alone on the other side. I won't chase a love that doesn't stay. I loved you honestly, even as you faded away. No signal, no sign, just love disappearing in real time, fading without warning. You packed your life into tomorrow like it was easy to do. You said you needed something different, I stayed holding you. I watched you walk toward the future like you already knew. I stood there in the doorway, not sure what was true. You didn't turn back, didn't change your mind. You took the world with you. I stayed behind, I stayed behind while you moved on. I stayed with echoes after you were gone. You chose the road I couldn't find. Yeah, you went forward and I stayed behind. Stay behind. I still live in the moments we said we'd never end. I still talk to the version of you that was my best friend. You learned how to start over, I too late. I gave you time, I gave you space. I didn't know I was giving my place. I stay behind in familiar days and everything that didn't change. You found yourself, I lost my ground. Yeah, you walked ahead and I stay behind. I stay behind. If love is meant to grow, why did I freeze? If leaving made you stronger, why did it break me? I don't hate you for choosing life, I hate how alone it felt. Some love doesn't end in anger, it just gets left. I stay behind, but I survived. I learned how to stand on my own side. I won't wait in yesterday or rewind. I stayed behind once, but now I'm moving on. No anger, no sign, just one heart learning how not to fall behind. I stay behind. I stay behind. The city goes quiet after midnight, like it's holding its breath. I walk the same streets we used to. Now I'm walking with regret. The lights don't feel like comfort, they just show us gone. I didn't know how fast the warmth would leave when you moved on. I thought the dark would hide the pain, but it only made it clear that love doesn't echo loudly when it disappears. It gets cold after midnight, when the memories wait, when there's nothing to distract me from the choices we made. I wrap myself in silence, but it cuts deeper still. Yeah, it's cold after midnight, and I feel you in the chill. I don't call you anymore, I don't say your name, but my heart still knows the hour when everything changed. I lie awake counting seconds like time owes me rest, but the night keeps asking questions I can't answer yet. They say the night will pass and morning will come through, but some hours last forever when they're missing you. It gets cold after midnight in empty rooms, in the space where your voice used to move. I don't cry like I did before, but it hurts just as bad. Yeah, it's cold after midnight and I miss what we had. If love was meant to keep me warm, why does it freeze like this? If letting go is healing, why do I still miss? I don't want you back, I just want release from the nights that keep reminding me. It's cold after midnight, but I'm still here, learning how to sit with what I feel. One day this ache will soften, one day I'll sleep again. But tonight I'm honest. It's cold after midnight, no sound, no sound, no light, just me and the truth after midnight.